YouTube, it's your girl DeeDee, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another quick reaction video. Now this comes from a woman who's asking why men were upset with Michael Ealy for picking up Meagan Good the way he did, for picking her up and hugging her the way he did. So we're gonna play the clip and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it, and I want y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is crazy. Before we do, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Donations.
Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. So let's get into it. Here we go.
Gotta ask the men, why are y'all so mad when Michael Ealy picked up Meagan Good like that? Is it the move?
I beg your pardon?
Picking up a woman like that, is it the move, or is it the fact that it was in front of her man?
Please stop talking.
Which one? Because I see all these comments of all the men talking about, oh, you ain't picking my woman up like that, you ain't picking my lady up. Which one is it that got y'all in the chokehold?
So that's what she had to say about that. Now it's interesting because women, you know, this is why I say, look, I'm a woman and I know we can be crazy sometimes. I'm just truthful about mine. These women act like they wouldn't have had a problem or lost their mind if this was flipped around. If it was a woman who walked up to their man, you wouldn't care if he knew her or not. If she walked up to your man and grabbed him close and did the most, all close up on him, most women would have a problem with that, especially if you don't know her like that. You may know of her, but you don't know her like that. It's not like she's family or like she was like, you know, close to the family. Most women would not like that. You would not want some woman who, and then a woman who's more attractive than you, a woman who looks, you know, fit and, you know, got it going on, come up and hug your man in a seductive way or grab him in a seductive way. You can't tell me that most women wouldn't feel some type of way about that. You wouldn't like that. You would consider that disrespectful for a woman to walk up to your man while you're standing right there and do something like that. Most women would not like that. They would lose their shit. But in this case, why is it that women want to play like, oh, there was no problem with that? Oh, and he just, you know, pick her up, grab her, you know, might as well could have spread her legs open and she could have put her legs around him and grabbed him and locked in. All that's okay. They know it's not okay if it was switched around or if it was them. But they want to play dumb, basically, like you don't see that that's inappropriate. But it's only because, like I said, women want to have their way. They want to have their cake, their ice cream, their cookies. They want to have it all, and they want you to be okay with it. We could clearly see Jonathan Majors was not okay with that. We could clearly see that. I don't understand why every time a man, you know, men speak out about something, there's always with pushback or you know, people don't want to accept what they're saying, because mostly men were commenting on that clip saying that that was inappropriate, and if it was their girl, it would be a problem. They don't want no man walking up. They don't care who it is, picking their woman up and all that. And rightfully so. It's just certain things you shouldn't cross the line on certain things. And while I like Michael Ealy and his movies and all of that, I think what he did was inappropriate, and most men see that and most women know that. So since this all occurred, Meagan Good actually spoke out, and I'm gonna read to you what she had to say. So she said, so we're just gonna edit out the first part of the video where Jonathan and Michael exchanged a big hug first and then speak life over each other before he gives me a big brother hug. LOL, shaking my head. Super unfortunate how people don't have anything better to do than project on others and intentionally perpetuate negative, misguided commentary on life snippets they have no real context to. It's sad, sigh, but still, God bless y'all. So that's what she had to say on the whole thing, and that's fine and dandy. I hear what she's saying, but we could clearly see that Jonathan Majors was not really happy with that. And it seems like that will be a conversation that the two of you would have to have moving forward. You know what I mean? Like set some boundaries, or, you know, clearly, and this is how a lot of women miss out in their relationships. I'm just saying, because they're not paying attention to what's actually happening and how men are affected by it, because they're so focused on themselves. And it's okay as long as they're doing it. As long as, oh, to you, that's your good friend and it's okay and it's innocent on your end. But you still got to understand that other people have motives as well. Other people don't understand the boundaries within your relationship, and they could come in and cause conflict within your relationship. So you have to be mindful of that. You can't allow other people to just come in and do whatever they want, knowing that it's going to be a problem in your relationship. And you can't always look at it and say, oh, well, it was harmless. to you it may have been harmless, but to the other person you don't know if there was an agenda there, whether and just the fact that you may not even care to grab you up and hug you like that in front of your man says that there aren't any boundaries, and you allow it and you don't say anything, so it's okay. And as a woman, like women like to start out with, as a woman you should be able to set the standards and the boundaries to others around you when it comes to you and your man and your relationship. So you let people know, oh, hold on, wait a minute, it ain't that kind of party no more. You know, we used to be friends, close like sister and brother back in the day, but I got my man right here and I got to respect him. So you know what? Nice to meet you. Now, I ain't seen you in a while. Oh my God, good seeing you. But no, put me down. Don't do that. You know, that shows that you have a level of respect and you have boundaries for your relationship and you understand how this may look to your man. But when we have women who are entitled, or just in general, women who don't think about the other person and they just do what they're used to doing, what they want to do, and it's because it's cool to them, and you're not considering the other person, that could cause major friction in any relationship. And you'll be surprised how many people break up in relationships over things like that, you know, because that becomes an argument if it constantly happens. If there's never any boundaries established and you keep allowing men to just walk up on you and hug you all tight and all this, that man is watching that. We are privy to having all of this put on social media for us to see, and a lot of times people get it wrong and a lot of times they get it right. And I think in this case, a lot of people got it right. I think you could clearly see he was not, you know, feeling that. And yeah, that might be a friend of his and they could have exchanged some great words and things of that nature, but it still doesn't mean that he wasn't, you know, bothered by that, because you clearly see on his face he was bothered by it. That has to be a conversation with them in order to, you know, move on and keep a healthy relationship. This is why I always say relationships are tough, and especially if you don't communicate, especially if you don't try to consider the other person in whatever it is you're doing. That leads to relationships failing. It's not just enough to be able to get in a relationship or get with somebody, but it takes more work to keep the relationship, to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? And to keep something going is the hard part. That's when the work comes in, because when you're thinking selfishly and you're thinking about you and your feelings and what you think, and your feelings supersede the other person's, then that's when the problems start. Because I think each person should consider the other. You know what I mean? It should be reciprocated. You consider me and my feelings, and I consider you and your feelings. I consider things that I know that might bother you, even if you say it don't. You don't want to cross that line. You don't want to do something that you know would upset the other party, you know, your partner. So I think it's important to consider them, think about their feelings, and put yours aside for a second. It wouldn't have hurt not one bit for her to kind of back away and give him a handshake or a little hug, but you know, there's things you could do. I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think. I thought it was just interesting to hear her take on it, and to also hear from certain women who act as if men shouldn't have had a problem, or men shouldn't have felt the way they felt about the situation, because most men are looking at it from a male's perspective. They're like, hold on, wait a minute, you're not gonna disrespect me. If you with me, you ain't gonna let another ninja come up and just grab your woman up like that, or your wife up like that. Come on, most men ain't gonna do that. So listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.